Thanks for tuning in. I'm Swift forecaster Joseph Cooper, and this is Leading Forecast. The models are juiced up, a lot of going on, so try to bear with me. I'm going to get through these as quick as I can, because if not, we'll be here all night long. Alright, let's go on over the current watch warning map. You can see winter storm warnings posted all the way from Brownsville, Texas, all the way up through Louisiana, and even into Mississippi there, and even into, I guess, western Alabama, where they're expecting a pretty little decent ice storm down there. So they have winter storm warnings out for us, or for them, and that's going to move off here, and we'll eventually see that work its way off to the East Coast, and we'll get to that in just a second. Here's your system. You can see all the rain and snow showers going on down there. A lot of cold air surging southward, and most of the nation really feeling that, and that's what's causing those that freezing rain and sleet, and even some snow down there in some locations. And that's right, as far south as Brownsville, Texas. That's down almost into Mexico. So quite a bit going on here, and you can see again those showers down across the southeast. Going on over first slide here. This is by tomorrow afternoon. This is the 500 millibar chart. This really just shows kind of your velocity and your kind of your systems moving through the mid levels, and this is really going to define where things are at. At this point, low pressure system right over the central Red River, right on Oklahoma and Texas. We have a positive tilted trough here, and what that means, we don't quite kind of have the big negative tilted trough that we need to really cause diffluence and a lot of good stuff. Good stuff going, get the moisture up, and really get the storm to kind of bomb out or develop, or whatever you want to say. So right now it's going to kind of keep quiet there. The next slide, we go into Saturday. The low does start to develop here. We have a positive tilted trough by late in the day Saturday. The storm will start to develop, and then as we get into Sunday, it actually takes it off the East Coast. I really think this ends up running up the East Coast towards Maine and Massachusetts and New York, and they're going to get some snow out of that, but this model doesn't show it. But forget about that. It's probably going to happen. We do have a new piece of energy, though, coming across the nation. By Sunday, you can see it's still a positive tilted, or I guess a neutral tilted trough, as it's not going, really leaning east or west. We're pretty much straight up and down through the central plains. But by the time we do get into Monday, here comes the next system. You can see it's negative tilt trough from basically Indiana down through Tennessee, Kentucky, into Georgia. That's going to provide our next piece of energy, and that's going to run off the coast as well. And then as we get into Wednesday, this is the 9th, you can see here comes another big trough at this time, and that's really going to work its way through here, and that's going to come through the plains. And this is just a really, really big trough. It goes negative tilted as it gets into the Great Lakes and then off into the Northeast. And this is going to be, at least it shows the potential for a decent storm. Let's go on over and we'll go to the MSLP map, and basically showing you precipitation and stuff like that at ground levels. 18Z, this is by Saturday. Low pressure system centered up across Iowa in the lower levels. Another one sitting off the East Coast, and that's the system we're watching today. I think, again, this is wanting to take it more off the East Coast and out into the Atlantic, but I really think it's going to actually run more up the East Coast and give places like New York, Boston, up towards Maine, some snow. Maybe some heavy snow at times a little later on. In fact, the European model shows that. Next slide, low pressure system. This is by Sunday, coming over, it's over northern Illinois. We see a band of snow start to break out all the way from Oklahoma all the way up through Missouri, southern Illinois, even northern Indiana. And we go into Monday, and this low works its way up across the Great Lakes area. We see some storms that's off the coast. And we do see snow starting to break out, and then another low pressure system again coming in. This could be our bigger storm. This is going to be something to watch here, I think. And this is as we get into Wednesday. You can see moisture starting to spread up across Kentucky, Tennessee. The low pressure system more down towards the Gulf, and then we got snow breaking out from southern Indiana down through Missouri, and then down towards the Tennessee Valley. And then watch as we get into Thursday. This thing just bombs off the coast. You see a very heavy snowstorm up the East Coast from PA over to up towards New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Maine. I mean, this thing just bombs out, and there's more after that. This could be a potentially huge storm, and this actually is shown both on the GFS as well as the European model. So we'll just have to see what happens with that. The European model doesn't quite bomb it out that bad. I mean, we're looking at about a 968 millibar low. That's big time. That's a hurricane low, guys. So we'll just have to wait and see. This is far out. The models are really juiced up. Of course, we're getting into that time, and they seem to start flinging back and forth in February and March. So anyways, we'll see what happens with this. We'll keep monitoring it. So that's all I really have for now. Hopefully you got through that quick enough. I'm Swift Lead forecaster Joseph Cooper. Thanks for tuning in tonight.